Good evening. I now call this Village of Hebron Council meeting to order at 6 p.m. on Monday, June 22nd, 2026. Please stand as you're able and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf.
Here.
Mr. Juvenile.
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter.
Here.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Here.
Thank you. We have quorum. Thank you, visitors, for attending this evening. If you've not already done so, please sign in and get a copy of the agenda. There will be opportunities to speak at 2 points in the agenda labeled visitor comments. We don't appear to have any here tonight, but just wanted to share that process with you. The next item on here is meeting documentation. I am council meetings are recorded and provided to council and the public for review. Meeting minutes are official once the recording is approved by the village council by a majority vote. Today's recording will become the official record of minutes once approved. The recording is available online at the Village of Hebron, Ohio YouTube channel. And I am now seeking a motion for approval of the minutes for the June 1st, 2026 council meeting.
So moved.
Second. Was it you? Okay. Okay. Sorry. I have a motion from Council Member Marietta and a second from Council Member Hoskinson. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Carpenter.
Yes.
Mr. Wolf.
Yes.
Mr. Juvenile.
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. I'm now seeking a motion for approval of the minutes of the June 15, 2026 Combined Council Committees meeting. So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Council Member Hoskinson and a second from Council Member Marietta. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf.
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mr. Juvenile.
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. Next item is visitor comments, and we have none in the room. Next item is legislation. Ordinance 8026. It's an ordinance to amend Ordinance 2025 to provide for adjustments for the annual appropriations for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026, and declaring an emergency. This is the third reading, and I'm seeking a motion to adopt Ordinance 08-26.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion from Council Member Carpenter and a second from Council Member Marietta. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Juvenile.
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter.
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Yes.
Mr. Wolf.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. Next item is ordinance 0926. It's an ordinance declaring certain property not needed for any municipal purpose surplus and authorizing the same to be sold to another political subdivision without bid per ORC 735-053. This also is a third reading, and I'm seeking a motion to adopt ordinance 09-26.
Motion to adopt.
I'll second. Thank you. I have a motion from Council Member Marietta and a second from Council Member Chapman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Juvenile.
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Wolf.
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Yes.
Carpenter.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. The next item is ordinance 10-26. It's an ordinance to amend sections of Chapter 735 of the Village of Hebron, Ohio Codified Code section titled Peddlers, Vendors, and Solicitors. This is the first reading. The next item is ordinance 1126. It's an ordinance to approve current replacement pages to the Hebron codified ordinances and declaring an emergency. This is the first reading. Does this need fast track? We're good, right? Okay. The next item is resolution 26-09. It's a resolution creating the full-time position of zoning coordinator in the village of Hebron and declaring an emergency. With regard to that, do you want to speak to it? But can I just do a little preamble? And that is that while this is creating a position called zoning coordinator, it's not creating an additional staff member. So just to clarify that, go right ahead.
The reason it's listed as a new position is because we've made enough modifications to the job description that it's different enough from the community development coordinator because Caitlin will continue to do the work from a communications, events, park administration, those things. But this person will be fully focused on zoning, code enforcement. We've added some responsibilities as it relates to GIS experience and stormwater administration. And so we are hoping that you will consider this position so that we can get it posted and start hopefully getting applicants and interviewing pretty quickly. If you have any questions specifically about the job description, do not hesitate.
So you're asking for a motion to waive the readings?
Debbie, sorry, CFO Morgan. That's what we've discussed thus far, right? Is going ahead and seeking that council would waive the readings. Right.
Okay, so I would make the motion to waive the readings.
I'll second.
I have a motion from Council Member Carpenter and a second from Council President Wolf to waive the readings on Resolution 2609. Any discussion on that? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson?
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Marietta?
Yes.
Juvenile?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Thank you, Council. That passes 6-0. Now I'm seeking a motion to adopt Resolution 2609.
So moved.
Seconded.
I have a motion from Councilmember Carpenter and a second from Councilmember Juvenile. Any discussion on that?
I had a quick question. You said it wasn't another body, but then you said we're going to post it to hire. So how is that not another body?
It's not an additional position that's already not filled. So with me subbing as the administrator right now, this zoning coordinator would take on the zoning responsibilities, but we're not hiring an economic development director. Does that make sense? So right now, the Economic and Community Development Department consists of myself and Caitlin. This will be Caitlin and someone else.
Okay, so, okay, 3 bodies. I see what you're saying.
Correct. I should have also mentioned that Caitlin's job description was modified, but of course doesn't take legislation because the pay change isn't happening there. But she's still very aware that she will be the backup and support for
this
this
new
position
zoning.
as it relates to zoning and code enforcement.
Gotcha. Okay.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson?
Yes.
Mr. Juvenile?
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0.
I move to adopt.
That was what that was.
We just did that.
I thought that was to waive it.
We already did
Nope,
that.
I did too.
Okay.
Yep.
But I appreciate that you're that in. Thank you. But if you want to make a motion, I'm seeking a motion to go into executive session pursuant to ORC 121.22G. Subsection 1 to consider the appointment or compensation of a public employee or official. Yeah. I don't need to read the whole thing because I'm supposed to read,
Supposed to read the whole.
right.
You are not supposed to read. the
I
whole
thought, okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was dotting my i's and crossing my t's. This is where I'm hoping Someone will say, so moved.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. I have a motion from Council President Wolf and a second from Council Member Chapman to go into executive session at 6:10 PM. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf,
Yes.
Mr. Giovanelli,
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter.
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Ms. Chapman.
Yes.
Ms. Marietta.
Yes. Have them bring it up.
Seeking a motion to come back in from executive session at 7:04.
So moved.
Second. Thank you. I have a motion from Councilmember Juvenile and a second from Councilmember Hoskinson. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wool,
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson,
Yes.
Mr. Juvenile,
Yes.
Ms. Chapman,
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter,
Yes.
Ms. Marietta.
Yes.
Thank you, Council.
Mayor, I'd
Yes.
like to make a motion to draft, to revisit and draft the legislation for the administrative position and also the salary.
Okay, so we have a motion to draft the solicitor. Sorry, we have a motion to ask the solicitor to draft legislation modifying the job description for the village administrator and also the salary.
Seconded.
I have a motion from Councilmember Carpenter and a second from Councilmember Juvenile. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Wool,
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter,
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson,
Yes.
Mr. Marietta,
Yes.
Ms. Juvenile,
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. The next item is the bank reconciliation.
I move to approve or acknowledge that we've all seen the bank reconciliation for 6/2/2026.
Second.
Thank you. I have a motion from Councilmember Chapman and a second from Councilmember Marietta. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Hoskinson,
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman,
Yes.
Mr. Marietta,
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter,
Yes.
Mr. Juvenile,
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. The next item is the administrator's report. I guess interim village administrator, I'm not really sure. Director Meisner, administrator.
I do have a few items that I'd like to follow up on from some questions and comments I've received from all of you, and some general updates. So bear with me as I work through this. One, I know that it's been mentioned that we had some potholes at Refugee and Ninth. They have been repaired. There are a few additional issues, so you're probably going to see those potholes come back up sooner than what you'd like, but we are addressing a long-term solution and we'll get back to you all on that. It was also mentioned that a guardrail would be nice at the end of Hamilton with the overflow channel being there and retaining water. We did have a meeting with our engineer with GPD Group as well as Superintendent Ward. And during that, we discussed some alternatives to a guardrail, some signage that is more consistent with some dead ends that we have in the village right now. So we're working on that order and PO so that we can get that up and going as quickly as possible. You will also notice that there is a water and wastewater rate letter that will be going out to residents with this next billing cycle, letting them know about the new rates and when they're effective and some additional information. So if you get questions about that one, you will receive a letter, the businesses will receive a letter. But if you have any specific questions about it from residents, do not hesitate to reach out to me and we'll get those addressed ASAP. The baseball shed that we've been working on for quite some time has seen repair. It is not completely done. We still have some things that need to be addressed, but we're making progress. Heads up, you may have seen this notice on social media, but there are manhole inspections that are taking place in the village. V3 is contracted to do that work with us. Some of the manholes where they're located in the right of way are pretty close to people's property. So if you did get calls or questions or people concerned about them doing those inspections, feel free to pass them off to me and we will make sure that they are up to speed on that. We have done a public notice though, so they shouldn't be shocked. We have officially posted for the Water and Reclamation Assistant Superintendent position, so that is out. We also were able to welcome a new team member to the village today, a laborer in the water department. So if you have an opportunity to meet Dylan Ostrander, we're excited for him to join the team. I know that many of you, as well as many of our residents, have brought up some concerns with the service with wind waste. I've talked to them recently. They will be coming to the July committee meeting. Not only have I passed on the concerns that have been brought to me, but they will be at that committee meeting to address any concerns you continue to have or questions you have for them. And then, of course, it will be on the agenda for residents to come to that meeting as well. Alpha Link, we've been working with them. Hopefully you can tell your mics are turned up a little bit. We're working on some shorts and some speakers in the back of the room, just trying to optimize the experience for anybody that might attend the council meeting. So we're making progress there, but I want you to know that that is on the radar. We do have a public hearing, on June 29th for some zoning amendments that you know about. You set that council or that public hearing meeting, but I want to make sure that I remind you of that. But earlier that evening, MORPC, they have an opportunity where they're doing a workshop about comprehensive planning best practices. I know this is a little last minute, but if you do have the availability to attend that, MORPC's on Liberty Drive in Columbus. It takes about 45 minutes to get there from Hebron. You would have to leave that early to be able to make it to this public hearing that's scheduled. However, even an hour and a half of that, I think that there's going to be some really great fundamentals shared in that. So if you are interested in attending, I'm happy to get you registered. I will also send that information via email. And then last but definitely not least, I just want to take a quick moment to thank Penny Wolf and Council President Wolf for the encampment that we had a couple weekends ago. That was the first time I've experienced something like that, and it was really cool. And hearing community members and families and the experience they had, the social media posts, people really loved it. And I was extremely proud because Howard from the Licking County Historical Society, he's done these in other communities, and he was blown away from the amount of families and participation that we had in the village. So I thought that that was a great compliment to the work that you guys have done, but also to the village. So thank you for all the things you guys are doing to celebrate America's birthday. That concludes my update.
Thank you. The next item is council member reports. Council President Wolf.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I don't want to shortchange Jack Justice. He brought the
Yes.
Hebron Historic Society there. And I tell you, if you ever want to know anything about Hebron, sit down. And if you got a couple hours, because Jack will talk your legs off. But anyway, he's very knowledgeable about everything that goes on in town. So, and I shared mine that there was a lot of people didn't even know that why the canal park's called the canal park. So anyway, that's basically all I got.
Thank you. Councilmember Juvenile.
Nothing major to report this time. There's some elements and items I'll be following up on in my absence over the past couple weeks that I'll be reaching out to the appropriate leaders across the administration to kind of touch base on a couple of items. Outside of that, I suppose it goes without saying, happy belated Father's Day. And of course, since I missed it at the beginning of the month, much to my chagrin, happy Pride Month as well. That's all from me.
Thank you. Councilmember Carpenter.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Councilmember Hoskinson.
I believe this is when I should share my thought of potentially moving our combined committee meetings to prior to one of our other council meetings, if it works with everyone's schedules.
Do you want to speak to how you see that playing out for everyone?
Potentially prior to our first meeting of the month, our council meeting, and starting around 5:15, 5:30 or 5:30, and then council just as immediately following. So then it's not as early is my thought. If we need to start later due to some schedules, then potentially starting at 5:30 and then just rolling right into council to maximize everyone's time.
So do we need to bring?
I have not
legislation or-
spoken to
or
legal about
resolution or
this.
Something to move that meeting to,
My immediate thought is yes, because we're going to have to change our current codified code and legislation that we set in January of every year. If we do choose to move forward that way.
okay.
I don't know that there's actually a committee that it makes sense to go to. So maybe this would be a combined committees topic for folks to reflect for a couple of weeks and then hash it out. Does that sound reasonable, or does somebody feel like this would be in the purview of their particular committee?
I guess how many people are in favor of that? I asked that question.
You can ask that question.
All right, how
I
many
definitely
people are in
would.
favor of that?
I do
would-
express,
I would like it.
I do express general concern. As all of you are aware, the firm that I work for is based in the central time zone. As such, my work can trickle past 5 and often does, much that I've received a round of applause for arriving just minutes before the start of some council meetings, as you all recall. That balance is, of course, difficult for me sometimes. So to make that change would not work for me, unfortunately. As much as I would wish things were different, I have to be on par with what my firm expects of me too.
I just speak to it in the fact I'm okay with it. I would just ask, is there a conflicts that makes this desirable to take this action? Are we taking this action for convenience or conflict?
My thought is a little bit of both. I think other members that also have jobs and have to schedule things for an additional day, it's another day that's blocked off for schedules.
Okay.
If we could simply maximize our time and move it before or even the same day.
My only issue is time. Like I said, when you say 5:15, I kind of cringe. Unless you're all okay with me arriving fashionably late. And by fashionably, I mean really late.
Would 5:30 be?
Still pushing it.
Councilmember Chapman, do you have any?
I'm not one way or the other. It doesn't really matter to me. But like I say, if time is a constraint, if we're gonna change committee meetings, you could always make them at 6 and change council to 6:30 at that day, if that would help members. But I'm good with the separate day or same day. I'm not either.
It kind of sounds fair because most of the combined meetings don't last more than 15 minutes anyways.
Right. Other than it gives you extra time to discuss stuff, but it,
From a legality perspective, if we were to say that our combined committees meeting was before the second council meeting and they start at 6 and the second council meeting starts at 6:30, is it problematic if the combined committees goes on past and then we start the council meeting later?
I don't believe it would be.
Okay.
I might double check that, but I don't believe it would be, no. I mean, we have that for special council meetings at times where
Right.
we have a zoning hearing that goes beyond.
Would it be inappropriate? Now, like with planning and zoning, we have the public hearing and go immediately into the actual meeting. Is that something that we could design in the agenda, that the first portion is the combined committees and then the second portion is, okay,
My thought would be we'd need to separate the meetings.
okay.
We
We'd have
kind of
to-
do that in zoning. We kind of get out of the first public
goes
section
straight
and
in.
then,
Mhm.
then go into the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we would need to close the
Yeah.
first meeting and start.
Sorry, I didn't say that correctly. I'm not questioning that we have to close the committee meeting. What I'm trying to figure out is, can we say that the committee meeting is at 6, immediately followed by council? Because,
I think that would be appropriate, yes.
okay,
Again, let me double check. but I
Yeah.
think-
Your question is if this questioning when the start time would be for the second
council
meeting, if we have to actually set council
Yeah.
time.
what I wouldn't want is for us to say 6 o'clock and then 6:30, and then we end up not having quorum or something, and then we have to wait 30 minutes to then do the same. Or, you
or
know,
our last
it's a 2-minute
combined
meeting.
meeting was
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Or it could go 45
yeah,
minutes.
or longer.
Exactly. Okay, so what I'm hearing is this is going to be an agenda item for the combined committees meeting. I think everybody kind of needs to think about schedules and how that plays out for them. And then also the solicitor is going to investigate how that can be worded in a way that's the most efficient on time, should we decide to move forward with something like that. Does that capture it fairly accurately?
Do we need to, if we're gonna change time to committee meeting to 6, does that mean we change every council meeting to 6:30 so there's no confusion of start time?
Well, what I'm hoping we can do is not change that council meeting to 6:30, but have it floating to immediately after combined committees. So the intention would be if somebody wants to come in and speak, I would hope they'd actually come during the committee meeting, especially if the committee meeting's talking about anything that's going to be decided in the council meeting, and then they'd be present for that and the council meeting. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay.
It does. Thank you.
Any other bombshells for us?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Councilmember Chapman.
I don't have anything today. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. And Councilmember.
Nothing from me.
Marietta.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I only have a couple of quick items. First, we didn't have quorum last week, so Chief wasn't able to deliver his departmental report, but everyone should have received the report. And of course, if you have any questions in particular, I'm sure he'd be delighted to come up here with that really great boot and answer those questions. But he will be back in December to give his department report then as well. So it's not like it's the last time to ever get to ask the chief difficult questions. The next item is you should have received a notice regarding cybersecurity training. That training is mandatory for all staff members, and I ask that council, it's a request, right? That council participate, or is it mandatory? Which is it? So it would be super great if y'all would just do it. That would be really helpful. Unfortunately, it's due June 30, and I'm sorry for the lack of lead time on that. But I do hope you'll consider completing that. And then the last item I want to share, which I hope it's okay that I share, we just received notification that oral arguments for the Supreme Court case with Union Township suing us for reparations. We have a date now for those oral arguments to take place. That'll be in August. So we know for sure we're not going to have an answer before August.
Mayor, I forgot to ask something. I'm sorry. E-bikes, Andrew brought that up last time. Is there a way we can get that on the agenda and maybe discuss some of that next meeting?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What is it?
E-bikes.
E-bikes and e-motorcycles, not bicycles or motorcycles. Yeah, I saw one yesterday.
Okay, unless otherwise, yes,
That's what that is there.
they started too. Up to the boss. Can it be two different sheets of paper? One did one side, one did the other side.
One down,
We'll sign it.
just pass.
Okay.
Sign a real one.
The next item is review of expenses. Unless otherwise noted, it's understood council members have reviewed the expense report provided and have no questions. And then I just want to draw your attention to the meeting schedule. We have the art and music mini series coming up next Sunday. We have public hearing again. It was mentioned earlier, a week from tonight. We'll be closed for Independence Day on July 3rd. I hope everyone is planning on being at Canal Park on July 4th. shortly thereafter at dusk, we will have fireworks. Yay, held by Hebron Naz. So thank you so much for doing that for the community. And then we get into our council meeting, our next farmers market, which has been amazing. And we get into the next planning and zoning combined committees meeting, and then our last council meeting for July. Did we ever let the solicitor speak?
Yes, when you ask me questions.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else that you want to add?
You did not state the date. It was August 6th is the oral arguments.
Yeah, I know.
Well, now everyone knows. it's-
Now everyone knows.
Good
Yes.
sick.
So actually, since you brought it up, can anybody go to watch this? How does it work? Do you know?
It's a public court hearing, so yes, anyone can attend.
Is it like Newark where you can't bring your phone?
Yes, you go through a security checkpoint, you go through a metal detector. I don't believe you guys are allowed to bring your phone.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now you heard it. Well, unless anyone has anything else, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
A motion from Councilmember Juvenile and a second from Councilmember Marietta. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf. Mr. Juvenile.
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter.
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Ms. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Yes.
Thank you, council. This meeting of the Village of Hebron Council is now adjourned at 7:25.